Kathy, it's nice to see you here. Hello, my name is India X. Miller, and I am a proud woman, a proud American. I am the partner of a proud American who served in Afghanistan as a combat medic and was decorated for working to save the lives of other American soldiers. Saving other soldiers' lives and working on them while being fired at himself. And because he's transgender, he's no longer able to be on the battlefields fighting for us. So we're taking actual dedicated war heroes out of commission. I'm a transgender woman. I'm very open about it. I always have been because I'm very proud of my roots and what I've overcome. Thank you. And I was only groomed to be a decent human being. I figured out I was transgender and I came up before the internet, and I'm still here. So this is a pivotal moment in the history of our country, as well as the future of our country. We will be known forevermore for what happens right now and be defined as what it means to be American. We have a fascist government in control. The definition of fascism is a far-right, authoritarian, and ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression, and opposition. That there is a fascist.
That's true. Speak the truth. Speak it.
I also want to remind you that history has shown us that fascists do not have a history of going away voluntarily.
No. No, they don't.
We live in a time where hypocritical politicians are talking about parental rights while they're denying the rights of parents to give their kids access to the very medical care that is deemed appropriate and necessary by all major credible medical and psychiatric associations in our country.
It's true. Speak
true.
the truth.
A time where people are cheering for the actions that are leading to LGBTQ youth in our country attempting suicide every 45 seconds.
It's true.
And people are cheering
Boo.
more than one every minute, every day. Because it's hard to find yourself when the very vocabulary you need to understand yourself, that you're not alone, that you're valid, that you're enough, is being deliberately removed from libraries, schools, and government websites. I often see posts and hear conversations that compare us to Germany and what happened there during the Hitler administration. One major noteworthy difference between the Trump administration and the Hitler's administration and how people respond to them is that Germany got to that point where the horrific legacy of oppression and hate committed by their government was so heinous that each of them is burdened to embrace it as a part of what it means to be a German. Here in the United States, we embrace a culture and a system that absolutely denies the horrors and atrocities that have happened to American citizens by American citizens, including but not limited to slavery, forced relocations of indigenous people, the rounding up and imprisoning of Americans of Japanese descent, denying the right to vote to humans who are women, black, indigenous, and more, advancing the lie that some of us are superior to others just because of the amount of melanin in our skin. The lie that biological sex is as simple as male and female when we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is more than XX and XY
Yes, there is.
in our country and in the world.
Yes,
In a
there
country
is.
that has created prisons for profit, refuses to provide fundamental health care for all of our citizens, and an equal right to education to every student regardless of the prices of property in the neighborhoods of which their parents live.
That's it.
It is a time to demand action, that we all step up and speak out loudly and boldly against any Americans or people on American soil having to endure nightmares in their sleep instead of dreams because of the treatments of their fellow man.
Yes. Yes. Speak your truth. Speak it.
horrific crimes against humanity being committed that they are endorsing with their silence. Thank you for not endorsing this with your silence and being here.
Speak the truth! Speak the truth! Speak the
During the AIDS epidemic, when everyone around me was dying and no one spoke out until it was too late, silence equals death.
Silence.
Thank you for being here today to counteract the deafening silence of our friends and neighbors in this great land we call America the Beautiful. Protect trans children through this. Please keep them alive just until we can be better than where we are right now.
Keep them alive.
Defund candidates on school boards and in public roles that are trying to dismantle public education to advance their hypocritical political ideologies. Start right here at the Sarasota School Board with Bridget Ziegler, please.
Yes!
Turn up.
Boo!
We as transgender people are being used as the Trojan horse they have used to breach the walls of our sensible society, only to unleash the true soldiers fighting to erode the rights and opportunities that should be afforded to every human being blessed enough to be graced by the dream of what a great democracy could mean to the world. Show up at school board meetings. Protect trans children and keep them alive until the tide turns. Watch out for sneaky legislation that aligns tax waivers during Pride Month to waive fees on ammunition. Call it what it is. Watch out for legislation out there that's moving to define transgender minors as people 18 and under. That is a move to define rights of adults and to see how you will react.
Exactly.
Kristallnacht in Nazi Germany, when they burst all the windows of the Jewish businesses, was a test to see how you would react. React strongly.
We won't be silent! 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 We won't be silent!
We won't be silent.
We
One
won't
last
be
thing I have to
silent!
ask is these events and amazing work to help hurricane victims, to help transgender people, to help marginalized people doesn't happen for free. The organization putting this on has grown in their reach to have a national footprint of change. Sarasota is the home where the Christian nationalist movement and the evil that they are embodying started. Sarasota is the home of where the resistance will overcome. Please consider making a donation to the Voices of Florida Fund, who are the people that organize these things, to keep them going, to grow their reach, to get them to legislative sessions where they can help. And once again, my name is India X. Miller. I'm an American, I'm a woman. I have a little local radio show on WSLR called Trans Cis Her Radio. And I'm going to be the change.
Be the change! Be the change! Be the change! Be the change!